All right. I'm live, Inigo. Let me set up straight.
Yes.
But
Uh, okay, I'm gonna share my screen. Applications. So the league I have started is not with a deck list that your standard deck list is more similar to what I played yesterday on my paper event.
oh, that's totally fine. I.
And I was just trying to figure out if I could I could get out with playing the second Madara, but I'm not sure that that's possible. For the rest of the list is the same.
Mhm.
The only difference is because this is my icon line, then I don't need the Gaia's blessing. I'm not expecting that many painter pilots,
Mhm.
so I went back with the one of fairy.
Yeah, that's fine. I
Um,
I think yeah, a lot of it's just comfort level. If you think you're in danger of losing the graveyard matches by accident, you can play additional fairy or ley line.
okay,
So it's by comfort level. It's fine.
and then yeah, I just I'm still undecided between the the endurance and thoughts split, so I'm testing the list with the choo split as I mentioned you yesterday.
Yeah, I think it's fine. Also, there's an advantage if you expect their value to be close because opponent has to play around two cards now instead of just one.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get. Oh, I lost a game yesterday against Strass Daddy. He
Uh
was
huh.
playing giant cats
Uh huh.
with bolts and bowmasters.
With,
Yeah, pretty annoying
with
matchup.
what and bowmasters?
Side cat cab, bowmasters, lightning bolts,
Mm. Oh,
a
bolt.
giant
You say?
necklet. Yeah. Okay, so how you have it planned is you want me to go through my thought process when I make a decision, and you
I
correct
think
me or
since
we
you'll be
discuss
the
it.
sole pilot, we'll go with whatever you're comfortable with. So, if you want to go through your thought process and then I just
Mhm.
I'll give my opinion afterwards. That's fine. But it's whatever you're comfortable with.
Mm, So my opinion, if matchup is not a, if sorry, is if time is not an issue, we can discuss every step
Sure. Okay.
if you're up to it.
Yeah, that's
Since it's
fine.
gonna be only 4 matches, that's fine.
Yeah, it's your preference. Yeah. I think the actual deck list itself matters less for something like this. I think just getting the right thought process and going through the line is more important.
Sure. Okay, that makes that. I'm more relaxed that way.
Hmm.
So yeah, so here is just we mulligan this right away.
Yeah, this is the obvious mulligan.
This one, okay. So I'm not a fan of, but I don't know if I wanna go down to five cards. An opponent is usually known for playing depths, so and white is quite good on the. I don't know. I maybe would try to keep it
Uh,
bottom in a fetch.
So if it were me, I would mulligan because this is at least a four land hand already, and then there's a good chance we're gonna draw a fifth land, and
Hmm?
then if the once upon a time doesn't hit a dork, this hand's pretty bad. And
Okay.
even if it hits a dork, it's pretty bad still.
Yeah. It was close, anyways. Okay, so here you have to put down um, three, two. Sorry. So I guess I keep. I would bottom the cradle and endurance and
Yeah, I think that's
try
reasonable.
to.
So something I noticed already is I think if we talk out every step before we make the action, we might be crunched for time. So I think you can just make the play you want, and then okay, this is the list I think that won the challenge.
Which one was that?
It's like a mono blacklist that plays Necro Dominance and the enchantment creature that deals damage.
Does it have artifact mana?
I don't remember. I didn't look at the list carefully.
Okay, so I'm gonna go for black instead in case I top deck seas and
Yeah.
just play my one drop.
Actually, something I want to point out is since you have Cradle, you can actually just get the basic force because you'll have Reclaimer up anyways. But yeah, I guess C's top deck, you can just go like Seas into Reclaimer. That's fine too. That's reasonable. I don't think they play Wasteland.
Do they play removal though? Isn't one of these MDFC lands a removal
They
on the
have the
flip
pitch
side?
spells. Like they play. I think it's March of the Overwretch or whatever it's called,
Yeah,
and they play another some different pitch spells. So they do have removal.
missed the land drop. Okay, so here I think I just want to ramp. So I'm gonna play out one reclaimer, keep the cradle up and pass.
Well, in this instance,
Yep.
if you just play out the other reclaimer, you ramp anyways. For what it's worth.
Isn't there just to get the arbor EOT and have reclaim the potential protection from reclaimer available?
Yeah, that's reasonable. You're gonna tap out anyways, though, right, on their turn, unless you're playing around Fatal Push here.
Okay, so I rather do it this way.
Yeah, that's fine.
Since we are also low on cards, I think concealing some information. If it's the same mana wise, it's slightly better maybe. Okay, so that's Necropotence and GG.
I wouldn't
Oh
say
no,
GG,
ring.
but
Oh, ring is fine. Hmm. Okay, with the second cradle in my hand, what I wanna do is natural order, get a Traxa, try to get a collector and a green sun maybe,
yeah,
so I can get like a the safekeeper or a Legolas quick reflexes. That was actually a really good top deck for
potentially, yeah.
this for this
Depending
position.
what you
Yeah.
get off the tracks.
Mm.
I think they're thinking about whether to fire one of their pitch spells right now because the cradle will generate 4 mana.
Yeah, okay. I can also.
But go ahead.
I guess I just flow. No, I was thinking. I was doing the math if it's worth saving with Madara, but it's not worth it because we're down 2 mana. So I'm just gonna flow 3 and let it go.
Hmm.
So now I'm more limited by the mana in the terms of what I need to hit. And here I'm gonna pitch the second reclaimer. I think. Yeah. So that mana was definitely relevant. So in this position, or for sure, we get the only sorcery, the only instant, the white, and fetch. I think that's fine. And I think I'm firing I think I'm finding the green sun for the safekeeper right away to protect the trucks and reclaimer. What do you think?
Uh, do you think they can kill Atraxa? I'm not sure they can,
Mm.
or it's very difficult for them to.
Okay, so you say we rather save this one for
The collective, yeah. I think I would
yeah.
play the once upon
So
a time, yeah.
yeah, for mana efficiency, I'm gonna just wanna play the ones that one mana really hurt us. It was actually two, right? Because of the second
Well,
cradle.
they could have just done it on their end step too. For what it's worth. After you got the arbor.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Well, is it dangerous to? Well, I guess if they have C's, it's the same as if they get as the green sun. So yeah, I'm gonna just get the collector, and they have protection. So hmm. We still could like endurance ourselves. Huh. Nice.
That's
Okay.
pretty good.
So let me think how I do this. I need to evoke the endurance on my. Okay, I'm gonna get the damage through first. So I have all the right because this is 3
So I would attack for 10 here.
for
Not the
10.
arbor.
Why? What's that?
Um, the reasoning is,
Not relevant for the clock.
well, they can pitch your. It doesn't. Yeah, not relevant from the clock, and they can in response pitch cast and kill your arbor. Well, I guess if they kill your arbor, it doesn't really matter. But like, if they see you're gonna evoke, it's gonna. They can in response to the evoke for the cradle mana, they can just like kill your thing, so you're cut off one mana. I don't know if that makes sense. What I'm trying to
No,
say.
no, sorry. Because it's the same, right? I can still get 3 mana anyways.
Mhm.
Actually, maybe it was a mistake eh, to tap the reclaimer. Now that I think about it,
Why is that?
because we could have protection up for the. Granted, they would have an opening to use it to
What
trigger the ring,
protection are
but
you
maybe
referring
not.
to?
Hmm?
Which protection are you referring
Ah, Madara.
to? You're talking about the Atraxa? I mean, I don't think we care if they want to do that.
Okay, so this is. Okay, 2 cards.
If they need a, if they are going to kill Atraxa, they have to pitch 4 cards. I don't think they're going to win if they do that.
Yeah, like two soul spikes on her, right?
or the other card, the March.
Okay, six. Mm, gonna get bio in case for the thing, and I'm fixing the block. A ver. Ah, sorry, missed the lander.
I think I would have played the fetch land for damage for what it's worth.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Totally missed it. Okay, nice. Okay, so let's see. Mm, we won the diseases. I think we won the flutes.
I'm not sure
Uh,
about that. Why do you want the flute?
so if you just name um, necro dominance, I don't think they can. The deck is the deck supports casting the card that turns on the deck is if it costs 6 mana, then it probably is probably not working for them.
Um, yeah, I mean you can try. I don't know if I love it because they have other ways. It's not like they're solely dependent on that card. They have other ways to win.
Yeah.
But I
Let's
guess you
try
can
this.
name ring too.
Let's see how it maps, what we can remove, and then if we need the extra slots, we can take out the flutes.
Hmm.
Um, so I think the Legolas they make some all the protection package makes some sense. Bog doesn't matter, so we can trim Bog. We can trim the endurances as well. I don't know about the curator. How do you like the um, the
I think it's too
pressure
slow
aspect
here.
of it? It's too slow. Gotcha. Mm. So this could be a way to do it. Six for the six.
Yeah,
Although
it's probably
I
reasonable.
felt like sometimes curator can be a faster clock than white even if if you could
It can be. It's just I don't know if you have mana.
okay, yeah, okay, so let's do it like this. Let me go through it one more time just in case. Yeah, okay. Oh, yesterday during the event I played, I swung for against the Texas player with a for 10 with a layer, like on turn 3 or something.
Say that again.
I My lair swung for 10 damage against the Texas player.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Uh, if it was me, I would probably try keeping this because we are one game up, and I don't really dislike turn one sees here. The only interaction that beats this turn zero is probably something with force of vigor, but since we are playing only two, I don't feel comfortable mulliganing down to it. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's fine. Because like our six, we probably just keep this anyways.
This same hand, right?
Yeah, I probably would keep this on six. So they have it. They
Can they
have it.
actually can they actually fizzle from here?
What do you mean by fizzle? Depends.
Is there a combination of cards where they draw they can't win?
No, no, no. This is like a fair version of the deck, or fairer.
I see, I see. So they kept the Shieldreds.
No, no, that's not kept. That's exiled.
No, no. I mean, after sideboarding.
Oh, I okay. Maybe I'll just play four Force of Vigor now, because if people start playing this deck,
It was popular in Modern for a while, right?
yeah, I think it was like a pretty good modern deck. I don't know how it is now. I didn't follow it that closely.
I remember Rodrigo was playing on one of his streams something with what's the land that makes mana counting your
Oh,
swamp count?
coffers.
Yeah, that's the one. Okay. Yeah, they have only 5 cards. I'm gonna try going for a discard here.
Yeah, I mean the other line is not great anyways. So
You don't really have anything to accelerate into, so okay. So we get the ring.
I think you just take the ring.
They reveal seas. No, they reveal the ritual and below. A ver. Took the ring. They play swamp. Ritual guy, and they still have a snuff out.
I think we probably lost because we're at least
So they
down
don't.
to like three now, more or less, right? After the
Yeah,
snuff out.
they don't have a. They don't have a an I win button, so they just want to draw a lot of cards, soul spike you to the head, and play this guy.
Right.
So snuff costs 4 life. So just let me try this one time.
Yeah. There's a chance you can steal this game. They mess up.
Yeah. So if they snap it. Okay, I
You
will do
should not. Well, yeah, you can respond here with OQR.
that.
Or okay, we're just dead now to
How much damage do we take?
that. I think a
Um,
lot. I feel like it's 11, but I could be wrong.
Let me just check for science. 5. Okay, so vale. Okay, let's go with 3. Mm, I'm thinking do one decays to kill those guys, the little guys. So that's
I think it's too
to
slow,
control the approach.
personally.
Sorry.
I think it's too slow. I mean, if if anything, you can play like yeah. I think it's too slow, personally.
Okay.
Force of Vigor is like very good against this deck because it's an enchantment creature.
Ding ding ding.
So what did you cut to make room for the second Talon Gates?
Ninth fetch. So we are now on 12 initial mana sources plus layer. So 12.5 or 13, depending how you count layer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, it hurt us here, right?
Yeah. You don't know if this was done the first or the second, but yeah.
Since
Otherwise, it would this would be I'm gonna keep anyways. I think.
you're gonna keep this hand,
Yeah, I think so.
you don't
Because
have a green source.
I know, but uh, my plan is just to play a land turn one. Uh, okay, so let's discuss this because this game is so all the decisions are so condensed on the first turns. So how about I play Talon Gates turn one pass if we have all our Once Upon a Time and all our green mana sources as a live top decks, and we still have a counterplay to their turn one nuts.
Um, I mean, I think their deck is pretty fair. So, but it's up to you. Like we can play it out. I think you will probably lose if you keep this hand.
Real quick, don't we also just lose to like Thoughtseize turn one and he just rips our force and continues on?
Correct.
And
So
then we're just stuck not being able to play anything.
yeah,
Assuming
I don't. I think there's a
you know.
decent chance you don't get to play Magic if you keep this hand.
Okay.
Yeah, see, this is so much better, right?
Hmm. What you bought on the reclaimer here, right?
I think so. Yeah. It's too bad. Like, there's a 50% chance, like last game, that is one of the two Talon gates. Sorry, that's the Talon gates that we played instead of a fetch. So it might have been. There's a 50% chance that Talon gates hurt us there. The addition.
Mm. Uh, um, I think I want to go Talon Gates Pass
Um,
to
uh,
play the ones.
I think if it were me, like I want to ramp into natural order, so I'm gonna green sun for high arc. That would be my
We
line.
do have we do have a one of Kyrian. Just want to point that out. If that's
Um, what is your what does Kyrian do in the situation though?
no, yeah, I'm just saying it's another option we have on this deck list.
Oh, I see what you're saying. To me, like the line here is based on our hand is natural order, so I would just ramp into natural order or try to at least.
Okay. My my thought process with the line I suggested was more like because they have a lot of ways of killing our dorks
Mm-hmm.
and our guys. Um, the line I proposed didn't expose anything on board, right? Just only the well, you
I
just play
think
the
that's
oof next turn.
I think for me at least that's too conservative because then you don't put any pressure on your opponent, and if they're killing your stuff, then that means they don't kill your other stuff later. So Lorenzo proposed an idea that is like decent. The issue with that idea is they can just kill it on upkeep, but I guess there's that.
Which idea was that?
He posted on Twitch chat like
Ah, okay. Let me open Twitch. Oh, wait, I have to go to Discord.
worth noting is you drew the talent gates again, and I think if you're playing two against this kind of matchup where it probably is too slow, maybe you can board one out.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's really hurting us here in this game. Yeah, so Lorenzo, they wouldn't discard. They would just throw the thing at our face. Um, but yeah, I agree. We would, save our creature instead of losing the creature. I guess.
I actually don't mind them playing that. Do I have to fire it once now, or do I get back the priority after they resolve this one?
You
So,
you get back priority.
okay. So I've messed up a couple of times against the depths players on lands. What? Oh, I see. I didn't see that line.
I think we're dead now.
Yeah, I didn't see that. So it's actually a draw. Yeah, I guess
Well, we were
yeah, the second
dead
the
for
second Talon Gates is not free. Second Talon Gates is not free. That's for sure.
I forgot what I was gonna say. We weren't technically dead. It's just that they were gonna be at high life, and then they're probably gonna soul spike us today, like later on. If that makes sense. But we're probably dead.
Are there two different arts available for Talon Gates in Magic Online? Let me see. Or is one a single one?
I think there is a second. There's a full art one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot what I was
Okay.
gonna say. I think the only thing was, yeah, I think we weren't technically dead yet, but we probably are dead because they're gonna draw a bunch, and then I'm not sure the Atrax is gonna get there in time.
A ver. Let me see if they have the different Talon Gates available on Traders. Not for this league, but for my testing.
Quick comment, Inigo. Um,
Yeah.
I think we probably did prematurely concede for what it's worth. I think I would have played out a little bit just to see how my opponent.
But no. So maybe they triggered like a 10. So maybe it was late for a screen share, but they activated Necrodominance for like 10, and because it's draw, the oh, you mean they are gaining life? Yeah.
Yeah, they're not draining us; they're gaining life, and
Yeah.
we're,
Sorry.
I mean we're probably dead anyways. But I mean, this person I
Yeah.
think always plays Enchantress no matter what. I think,
Enchantress.
if that matters.
Well, I wouldn't keep this anyway.
This hand, I think in the dark I probably would keep, but it's not great.
So what's your logic here? Like if it's this is a 6, you would keep, then you keep it anyways, and you keep the extra card. If
Yeah,
it's not
I guess so.
hurting your if it's not hurting your like tutoring ability, like it's not an Atraxa or a Bojuka Bog relevant matchup.
Yeah, I mean, if this is like six, I would keep, and also if the Once Upon a Time like hits like one of your two drops, this hand's fine.
Okay. I think if it would be I would have mulliganed this one. I could try 6.
I guess what are you looking for, or why is this not good enough? Maybe that's the better question.
So I don't like having only one. I would like to prefer I would prefer having maybe 2 threats rather than one once upon a relying on it hitting for a threat. But it's okay. Oh, they playing Jorion.
Yeah, this like I said, this person always plays Enchantress no matter what.
Mm. We do play Seas.
unfortunate because this matchup, I don't know how much we actually learned.
Mm. So for me here is Reclaimer or Cradle. But I think probably Reclaimer.
Yeah. So if it were me, the logic is we're kind of flooded, and we need our green brainstorm to fix our lands, right?
Hmm. Green Brainstorm. So this is a deck I've never played against. Um, so I think I want to filter my lands faster. So I'm gonna give up on 2 points of damage here and just play a fetch.
Yeah, that's how I would play it too. I don't think we can afford to get the reclaimer killed here.
Hmm.
Like obviously, it's more mana efficient to play the bog, but I think we need the reclaimer to live, like, and start filtering the lands.
So they play binding, right? That's why they play this thing.
I think so, probably.
Yeah,
Especially with Yorion, probably. Yeah.
I never seen that one.
I haven't played against this deck in a long time, so I don't know.
I mean, Enchantress, sure, you face it every now and then, but Joy Enchantress, okay, okay.
They have to fit all their cool cards.
Yeah.
Also, they probably have a lot of
So
ETB effects, to be honest.
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give them a Dryad. Uh, so at least the Reclaimer is a 3/4.
Um, I don't think I would have done that personally because they still have mana up, so they can
So
kill
you'd
your
rather
reclaimer.
give them
A
a
hierarch.
hierarch?
Yeah, and I because my logic is the reclaimer needs to live.
I see. So you give the mana up instead to protect just in case, right?
Correct. Like I'm willing
See.
to lose the hierarch because I don't
Yeah.
think we can afford for the reclaimer to die. You missed the point of damage
Which one?
by not attacking with the arbor.
Um, no, I want to rotate the Bayou and fetch the other arbor here.
Oh, I know, but you could still do that if you attack with arbor and because it's 2 damage right now, one.
Oh, I see. You're right. I just realized we could also use the Legolas proactively to kill the Enchantress,
We
or
can't
no?
because of the
No,
shroud.
no, they have Shroud.
I think we're probably already dead because our opening hand we kept because we're not trying to. We know where our opponent's probably on Enchantress, but for the purposes of learning, we kept a medium hand, and we didn't draw very well. So I think we're probably already dead.
Mm. Do you want me to play one more turn or?
No, you can still play it. I'm just my commentaries off.
Okay.
it's more like just a commentary on like I think Magic games are decided within like the first three turns of the game mostly, and I think we're too far behind now. Hey Ramon, how's it going? Quick comment. There is interesting that you sacked the hierarch because for two reasons. I think in general hierarch's better than arbor because of exaltation, and two, we're cut off black now.
Yeah, I don't think the black cards are relevant right now. So
I agree with that. That's it's
I
probably
I,
I
I
mean
don't know, I don't know what to get even because so at the beginning.
yeah, they're gonna Yori on us and destroy border.
Yeah. Sorry, what's gonna happen now?
They're gonna Yori on and then blink all their enchantments. The those momentum breakers are gonna like make us sack our board. Um, we have three, four, five, 6 mana.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so let's let's concede.
Yeah, I think it's over personally.
How do you like season the matchup?
I like it better than endurance.
Yeah, for sure.
No
Like
problem,
in terms
Francisco. Take care.
pa. Country invoke. So I guess I can do this. That's
I
fine, right?
think there's a decent chance the decay is probably relevant.
DK? Sure.
I feel like they probably have. Well, actually, I don't know. I don't know what they play, but I imagine it's probably better than the Kenai.
Hmm. They don't usually put. It's not easy getting their enchantments to the graveyard, right? I'm thinking like how fast can we turn on the key knights?
Um, Not very fast, I think.
Okay, I guess I can keep one key knight, and if the opportunity arises, we just green set for it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let's see. I mean, we can try this one, but it's so slow, no disruption.
This is a modal five already. Is how I see this.
To 5.
This right because you have 5 lands.
Okay. Okay. Much better.
Yeah, this is like way better.
Mm, yeah, second hierarchy is fine. So here, would you go for the basic forest? There's no way they can punish us getting the value, right?
I don't think so.
So here's a question I often get, and I don't really know the answer. How do you evaluate when you have the option to play turn one noble to and turn one ignoble. It,
I think given that we fetch Bayou, I would play Noble there because you assume that they kill it and you still have access to your other color.
hmm.
Um, so a sequence, a small. I would play Cradle here for what it's worth.
Why cradle?
You're not playing around Wasteland already, right? By fetching Bayou, so and it gives you
Yeah,
more
but
mana next turn.
it's the same mana, right? If I play Bayou noble,
No,
is it not?
because if you natural order, you want to have more mana available. Like you don't want to have to use your land drop on Cradle.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, makes sense. Like the previous game.
So
So you were commenting about the sequencing?
oh yeah, so I would just play the noble because I would rather that die than the ignoble. The other thing is, I would lead with noble there instead of the wire reliquary because if for some reason they have force, um, in general you want your one drops to resolve first instead of cutting yourself off mana with white. In this case, it doesn't matter, but just like good practice.
Hmm. You see, I have I think it's the other way around. Like if you want your one drops to resolve because you're even though you have a white, you are playing towards natural order, right? But uh, in this case, I think if you offer them like it's more likely they force the white and the one drop. No, I'm not saying it's correct. I'm just saying it's more likely.
Right, I agree with that actually, which is why I think you should lead with the one drop because you don't want them forcing a card that will affect the cradle mana.
Hmm. So here I think I want to keep the black up and no land drop and go straight ahead. I want to go like this for the NO.
Um, if it were
Sacking.
me, I would. So you because we have a cradle in play, right? I want to
Mhm.
make use of the cradle, so I'm gonna green sun first for safekeeper before natural order because you get the ramp off the cradle.
Mm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, you want once the Draxa hits the board, it's already protected. But they are tapped out, right? I don't think they play anything.
No, that it's not about being tapped out in this case. It's more so like it's less efficient if you green sun later because then it doesn't contribute to the cradle mana,
Hmm. Okay.
and I don't think they're playing force, so like it's gonna resolve.
No, no, no force, no force. Uh,
Hey Mots, how's it going? Hey Jared, thank you for the sub. Speaking of which, that
hello. What?
well, I guess they have force. Like that would be the punish.
Me throw you the Twitch Prime.
All right, take if you head out, take care, Mots.
Bye. Okay, so here will Legolas the safekeeper and take care of the of Scythes?
Yeah, I think you probably should kill that thing. If they have removal, then it is what it is.
Oh, for the ignoble, right? Oh, yeah, did I?
I think you, yeah,
No.
I think you messed up the.
No, tío.
It's okay. This is what it's for learning, anyways. I'm assuming this is the first time you've.
No, it's not the first time, but it's I haven't done it many times in Magic Online, definitely.
Yeah,
Uh,
typically you want to stack the. You click the LQR trigger first because then it'll resolve last.
yeah, yeah. Ah, it was a cool line.
So Matsu's saying if you get double black, it probably doesn't matter. I agree with that. You have one black, you usually want to play the ignoble so you know you have black. Um yeah, I think it depends. If for me at least, if I have a black card in hand already, then yeah. If I don't, then I may just leave with the other one still, and if they waste me and I draw the thing, so that's two events happening. I probably just live with it. Yeah, we gotta get lucky here and draw another natural order.
Yeah, I need to let the safekeeper go, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. That might just be game now.
I don't know. I have to read every card. Well, I don't know what does it do.
So they're gonna like start edicting you every turn.
They get to do it. Okay. GG.
This game probably plays out differently too if we didn't misclick, but
Yes,
that's
because the first momentum breaker is one card deeper,
right. And then the other, yeah. So it
so
probably
we
plays out
we get
differently.
one more turn. Yeah.
It's okay. We're just trying to learn. I guess the moral of this today's story is Force of Vigor stock is on the rise.
No, I don't think so.
What'd you say?
I I uh, I don't think so. I don't. I won't go. I wouldn't register three for the Four Seasons this weekend.
You will or will not?
I will not.
Oh, okay. I think. I mean, I don't. Paper is completely different too. I feel like paper is at least a month or two behind in terms of like, you know. The,
I don't think you're ever facing like that Enchantress Joy on deck in paper. No way.
oh, I agree with
And
that. I'm
and
talking about
and
like the
neither are you facing the mono black one.
mono black. I can see you facing because it just want a challenge and it's like fair. It doesn't play any dual lands, and then the other thing about that is it's kind of a fun deck to play.
Yeah.
So I can see it you playing against.
I mean, I can try keeping this, but this is already is way out of my comfort zone. I would mulligan this for at least one land one once, at least.
Sorry, say that one more time.
I wouldn't. I'm saying that I could keep this, but it's way out of my comfort zone with this with some cards that are potentially useless.
Mm-hmm.
So if this misses and the Lego, if the once upon misses and the Legolas is not well, if the once upon misses,
You just
we're not
lose.
not playing Magic, and if the Legolas is not relevant, is already super bad.
I think if it were me, um, yeah, I probably would keep mulligan this. It's because If they kill your turn one dork, you're probably losing. Oh, did you keep it?
Uh, it looks like it. I don't. I don't know.
Oh, I thought you mulliganed.
I thought so. I thought so too.
The good thing is I don't think it's gonna matter. This person plays only combo, so unless
Is
we
this
draw a
visit?
green sun, it's not gonna matter.
What's this visit?
So we once for land and then dork.
Newton, is this visit? Visits or Saga Storm or what is this?
Yeah, it should be Saga Storm or T. It's probably not T. It's probably Saga Storm.
Well,
The problem is, I think they're gonna bowmaster our play here, most likely. Besiege maybe. I think obviously this stream is just for learning purposes, but if you know your opponent is like, gonna be on storm, I think we auto mull. But we also tried to mull and then it didn't seem to register. So it wouldn't have mattered.
Necro Dominance.
Yeah, that one is interesting. They just think so. I think here you just vomit your hand, right?
Mm, could be relevant to have one shot on their graveyard.
It's possible, but they already have threshold.
No, like if they play like a
A guy's will.
yes.
Yeah, it could be relevant. Did they screw up? That was draw step. Yeah, I think they screwed up.
What? Why? I'm sorry. Why did they screw? Oh, all the mana is gone. Okay, see,
Yeah,
see.
they didn't realize they were in the draw steps though.
Yeah, but
They,
that doesn't mean they have. Yeah, no.
no, they only have one mana right afterwards, and they probably
Yeah,
can't
if
cast
they
whatever
do
they have in
action,
their hand.
so okay.
Obviously, you bring in the Thoughtseize and the Force of Vigor.
Yeah. Oh, can trim the endurance as a safekeeper. I don't really like the Legolas here. I can keep Bog.
I would just keep. I would cut both Talon Gates.
Both. So we have one more slot.
Fairy probably.
Yeah, Fairy. I can keep one
Uh,
endurance.
Fairy's better than Endurance, right? Like you don't have to pitch a
Yes,
card.
it's a single card. Yeah.
Safekeeper I actually kind of like for what it's worth, like to protect your collector. But
But
I
do they
think,
actually play removal?
huh?
Do they play removal?
Yeah, they do. Post board. They play Feed the Swarm,
Mm, okay, then let's remove the fairy.
and they sometimes play like Dismember or Fatal Push. I think you could, if it were me, I would be tempted to just like trim one Kenai because it's kind of slow and you don't really want the second one anyways.
I think I can
I think
try
I
this one.
sorry, say that again.
I would try keeping this one.
I think so too, and just hope they don't get turn one. Here the Talon Gates hurts us again, right? Because instead of like cutting a Talon, the second Talon Gates, we would have cut a forest.
Oh, yeah, I realized that on your latest mapping, you didn't used to do that.
Yeah, I don't think you need the lands like as because I'm already playing a very conservative mana base, so you can just like cut one in these like very fast combo matchups. Because I'd rather have a lair than a second forest.
What they
Against these
play
combo
Necro
decks,
and they
the lair is
they
just
whiffed.
better. Sorry, say that again.
They whiffed. They don't have anything to get value of if they play Necro first turn one.
No, they will do it next turn.
Okay. I guess they know we don't have value.
I think I forgot we were on the draw actually. If I remember, I may not have kept this hand.
You wouldn't?
Maybe not. Yeah, not maybe not on the draw. It wouldn't have mattered. They had turn one anyways. I think we just go like C's here and just hope that's
I,
enough.
I, I can't I can't believe we untapped twice against an Necro.
Well, it's a different kind of Necropotence deck, right? It's not the
Sure. It's just it's not what you're used to do.
I would leave with
um.
C's here and play your land.
So play Cradle Seas.
Yeah. It's not Romario. This is like a hybrid between like Saga Storm and like Ant. They don't have any mana.
They have that ritual, but I don't think they have enough to chain the Infernals into something relevant. So we just take the visits, right?
Uh,
Take that read. So they could. Okay, so let's see. They could dark read. Inf- uh, so uh, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 4. Another get another reveal infernal. Get another infernal. two infernal, and they would be without mana, right?
Uh,
So if they do the play land the ritual infernal reveal infernal, then they end up with no mana.
yeah, but they're gonna draw for sure off the Necro here, right? I almost feel like it's like
Romario,
Dark
any
Ritual and just cut their
thoughts?
mana.
You you just go for the ritual?
We have some Storm Pilots here
Yeah, yeah.
in our Twitch chat. It's definitely Besieged or Dark Ritual.
Okay, that's interesting. They would infernal for that read if we take visits, then read for tutor, but then loses if they draw a land.
Besiege probably just gets them like Song of Creation, I would imagine.
Yeah, so let's just get besieged, right? They don't draw. Why they don't draw?
I almost feel like because they can't kill us next turn, right? Because if they besiege, what are they gonna besiege for? There's nothing to, like we're gonna kill them with Exalted next turn.
Yeah, but they can draw of the Song of Creation, no?
Not right away, but they could eventually. Yeah. Just go with your gut. We'll see how it plays out.
Lol, the tilt.
They probably didn't want us like analyzing every.
The tilt.
It's really funny.
So what was the correct take? What is Fornia
I,
saying?
me personally, I think the correct take there was because at some point they can Inferno for whatever they need. So I feel like you just take the Dark Ritual because then they can't cast their stuff. But I guess
Okay, so how would that play out? They would besiege into Song of Creation and then play the other Infernal just to draw gas, to try to draw gas.
no. Then what happens is actually no. They can't
Okay.
get Song of Creation now that I think about it. I think that's what Chad is referring to because they would have to pass a turn, right? Inferno gets discarded based on the Necro. The problem is Negro is out, Romario, so that's a nombo in their deck. Like they can't fill the yard. Yeah, so I think that's what Fornia is referring to. So I think they can't even kill us with Song Creation. So we just take the Dark Ritual there. I think you beseech the Negro out. Oh, that's fair. Okay, so Romario has the line here. There's a
Let's not
Doomsday Pilot for you, right?
yeah.
So there we go. I you have mana the next turn, Fornia. So like what Romario is saying is you pitch the Necro, and then the next turn, like if you draw any Lotus mana or Moxen, yeah, there you go. We have the Moxens.
Ah, mm, the hierarch.
Yeah,
I think here,
I think we keep here now. I don't want to go to
yeah,
five.
and I bottom. The Bayou?
No, I think I would bottom the lair.
The Lair?
Actually, we don't even have mana, so like, yeah, I think I would bottom the lair. Like, you don't want to expose the lair early. At least that's me. You can't protect the lair. That's the other thing. I like consistency, so that's why I would just play. As if there was a ninth hierarch I could play, I would play it.
There is, but it has wings, and you don't like it.
Which one is that?
Birds of Paradise.
But see that's the thing. Birds of Paradise does not have exalted.
And it's also the name of your podcast.
Yeah, I think if there's an Abzan one, that would be nice. Uh,
MH4. Is that Final Fantasy or what?
no, I think they're actually talking about whenever Modern Horizons 4 comes out.
Interesting, they took the white.
They probably have another discard spell. I think you just attack and then play the Reclaimer. Yeah. It's a crime against green. I don't know about that, but
This is Doomsday?
no.
This is a Doomsday Island.
Oh, is it? I mean, maybe.
I don't know. All frame, good looking. um,
I mean, there's nothing we can do
do,
about
do,
that, right? Just let that go.
no, do I? I was wondering if it was worth like fetching for Arbor and bouncing the Arbor in case we want to endurance.
No.
It's no.
We no. Then you can't Reclaimer and they're a Reanimator.
Hmm.
I would just
Okay.
let this go.
Does Reanimator play Basic Island?
Yeah, they do.
Okay. And here, would you take Arbor or just regular land?
I think given that we don't have another land drop, I probably would just do nothing here and just pass.
Mhm. Okay, so I fetch um, on my main phase, right?
Yeah, probably to play around removal.
Yeah. By the way, I think you got the feedback, but your audio is much better
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
after
I
after your fixes.
that reminds me. Shout out to Minifer for helping me with that. So he told me I need to add a sound noise gate.
Mm. Mm. I don't think we do anything.
If it were me, I would just slam the White of the Reliquary here. I don't think you can do anything.
I knew I knew you would say that.
You're falling too far
uh,
behind. You can't just hold up Reclaimer.
okay.
If they daze it, then it is what it is. They're gonna probably waste us soon, and then we're gonna that's how I foresee this playing out. They're gonna daze that. waste us our turn. We're gonna play the noble. We hope they go for the kill, and then we hopefully endurance them response.
So did you say they were on reanimator because they took the white?
I mean, they would take the white regardless, but any Demir deck, I would just assume Reanimator. It's the most popular deck, and they don't have a clock. They don't. They haven't played like it. I'm not sure. I believe that. Yeah, if they had the kill, yeah, that's fair. I think in general, white is just the best creature in Legacy, so you just take that. They kept a really slow hand. They're probably trying to play through the endurance.
Mm.
I think the Kieran Ranger here hurt us, right? Because we would have had more mana earlier. I mean, they would have killed it with anyways with the Bowmasters, but maybe it plays out a little differently.
They took it turn two or turn one, so it's the same, right?
I don't remember. Hey, Jeff, how's it going?
Hmm. Would you slam here? Probably not, right? We can force the counter magic on their end step and then try to resolve the natural order.
Sorry, say that one more time.
So how I'll play this is just pass. We keep the endurance up with noble value and forest mana.
Mm-hmm.
We also keep up the reclaimer, and if they don't do anything, we if anything we are playing around the wasteland.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, I wouldn't do anything. Thank you for the sub, Harry.
Wow, that's their third cantrip, fourth cantrip.
Yeah, I think their hand is like very slow. They must be on Reanimator because they're trying to play through Endurance and Reclaimer.
Yeah, they're looking for like
A way to do
for
it twice or something.
yeah or force. Actually, three times, right? Because there's the active reclaimer too. So now the thing is, um, if they waste now, we don't untap with 4 mana.
I think we almost need a clock. I'm almost tempted to just play the Endurance here. I don't think we can just keep sitting back. They have 5 cards, we have 2.
Okay, so let's do it like this.
Do they know about Natural Order? I think so, right?
Uh, yes. Maybe that's why they're trying to play around too many things. I actually we uh
I think we just shuffle all their stuff back, right? You don't want to
yeah.
just lose
In
double
case
upside
they
down.
get the fetch. Yeah.
I would. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's an
I
insane
didn't
draw.
want to use a reclaimer in case he had removal or something.
I would just green some for 2 here.
Get a white.
Uh, no. You don't want to. You don't want to tap it like that because if they waste you, you don't have any protection now.
Yeah,
Untap the noble. Yeah, exactly what Mario say. Tap like that for green sun for 2.
I see. Uh, but then you don't cast Natural Order this turn, right? You don't
No,
want to do that? Okay.
there's no need to. They 100% have force in their hand.
Okay, so now we have to decide if they force this, then they know the Natural Order is coming, and we
I
also
almost
have a clock.
I almost want to get Keen Eye here, but actually, but Keen Eye doesn't turn on immediately, so I'll probably just get white. It's probably easier.
If we are certain, oops.
So I think the big takeaway here for me is like, or how I would have played differently, or we did end up taking my line, but I think you have to at least apply pressure, and that's why I'm casting the endurance on their end step on the previous turn, because you cannot just sit back, in my opinion, Legacy. And then we were lucky we drew the green sun here, but like we have a lot of live draws too.
So, what do you guys want to do? Keen Eye or white?
Probably white.
I think
It's
I
the
go for
most
Keen.
broken creature.
White?
Yeah.
No Keen Eye? Okay.
I think I almost always get white with green sun for 2. It's a must force
I th-
for
I
them, I
think
think.
I get X0 Dryad, X1 Safekeeper, X2 Collector Roof, and X3. I know I don't do that.
And then we have to put pressure now, right? With the endurance.
Yeah.
So what Romario was talking about earlier is they have Wasteland up. If we tap the other way, they waste us and then they go for the combo. We lose. This way we don't lose to the combo. They would have to have not endurance. Bone Masters on high arc and to waste our Bayou and then go for the combo. That's a lot of cards. Oh, we're probably just dead now then. I would just Talon Gates
O-
here.
Okay, how do we win if they do that? Talon Gates?
Yeah, because you want to fizzle the petty theft, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm just thinking what happens next turn, right? So they have. So it has to be that the top of their deck is, or the hand is Entomb Reanimate. Exactly.
Right.
If not, we probably just can beat it with another order, no? This cradle is gone.
Uh, so the thing is, like, they force because they
But
probably
yeah,
assume that we can get a keen eye too.
yeah. I get the forest, right?
No, no, I would
To
Talon Gates here.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean,
Oh, you sacked,
I'm
yeah, you sacked the
again,
force.
yeah. Sorry. So for this league specifically, the Talon Gates wasn't relevant at all, even less the second copy, apart
Yeah.
from actively hurting us. It was relevant in a bad way.
Yes. I think we're probably just dead here. They probably have, or not. Oh wow, they don't have it. Which explain why they forced to, because we're getting white.
Yep.
But I think we
I
just
guess we.
bash and pass.
Yeah.
The fact that they didn't have the combo there, I think we probably already won. You know what I mean?
Yes,
I
because we get to untap with reclaimer. That was their window to.
That was the one window and they didn't go for it, so they probably don't have it. Like,
Yeah.
or not that they probably don't have. They definitely don't have it, but I think they're in a lot of trouble now. I think here we just get Cradle right.
We can visit it again if we because we
Oh, you
have
have
the second
two.
one.
That's right. Yeah, I guess might as well, right? Fizzle. Yeah, I would fizzle again then. I forgot we have two.
Just as we were saying, it didn't matter.
Uh, I mean, I think
If
it's
they
kind of marginal at this
entomb
point.
now, they could have entomb reanimate now.
If they had Entomb, they would have done it. They know what their top of the library is.
Oh, nice. Okay, so here. I will do something like this in case they go for the mid-range plan, and then this for the normal the known axis.
Uh, I almost like LQR better than Decay here because LQR is still removal in this case, but it can protect your white or your reclaimer than Decay.
I'm kind of afraid of Barrogoyf.
I promise you won't lose a Bargoy.
You promise?
Yeah, yeah. I don't lose that card.
Okay. I might have to take you with me to Bologna.
Also, you have LQR, right? You can answer a Bargoy if you need to. That's good to hear, Fornia. Yeah, I think so too. Like, oof.
Yep.
That was like to me the biggest like
Oh,
change.
we keep this, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Bottom hierarchy.
I think so too.
Yeah, I've seen a few screenshots of you guys with completely empty graveyards both sides,
Yeah.
and a
Yeah.
0-1 Barrogoyf. That's funny.
Usually you need like an endurance or a bog to like clear the other side first, and then you bog yourself, and then you just like kill the Bargoy, something like that. And then the KEC just takes over the game after that.
Okay, so is this the case? Is this the one case scenario where you go for the turn one reclaimer?
No, I would go hierarchy.
Really?
Yeah, because I think the days of where we can just rely on reclaimer to beat a graveyard deck is on turn one is over unless they're turn one. They're like an oops or black red that have no pivot. I think you fall too far behind if you don't do that there. So here they probably just take endurance. To be
Depends on
honest,
their hand. If they switch to the mid range.
I think they probably take reclaimer. To be honest, if they have the combo, they take endurance.
Legolas, okay. Interesting.
I think my
So
stream just
it's
died.
either they are going for the mid range plan or maybe they have force and they want to empty our resources.
I think my stream just died, but it's back now.
Okay. A ver.
Is the stream back?
Not yet. I didn't advance on the board state yet, so let me know.
Yeah. Shoot. I don't know why. I don't want to stop the recording. I can't start the stream. It just crashed. Okay, I'll stop the recording real